This video is brought to you by Manscaped.com.
We are huge fans of Manscaped.
They are the only men's brand that's dedicated to grooming and hygiene.
And they got a new product now, the Weed Whacker, and it's an ear and nose hair trimmer.
So, as you get older, somehow your nose hairs start creeping past the border right here, and before you know it, it looks like you just got all these weeds growing out of your nose. And here's the thing, guys. You don't want your beard to start from your nose. It doesn't work that way.
No, especially if you're Asian. It's just the Asian man syndrome, and it starts coming out. So for me, I get like these long hairs that come out, and what sucks is I also have allergies. So sometimes I'll be sneezing, and I take like 3-4 allergy pills, and I'm like, why the hell am I still sneezing? And I look in the mirror and I see one of those long hairs. I'm like, oh, I should have pulled it out. Or if I had one of these guys, I could have clipped it. But when you pull it out with tweezers, it actually hurts a lot because it's the really thick one that's been growing and keeps curling inside. So I'm glad that Manscaped sent me this guy.
So Manscaped's revolutionizing the nose hair trimmer. They spent years just redesigning with new materials, making this stuff so freaking cool, and it's all made for performance and comfort. And yes, it's comfortable. Oh, yeah, it works great.
With this shape, you could probably even use it inside of your butthole if you grow hair there.
True.
And their skin-safe technology prevents nicks, snags, and tugs, which are very important because it can be painful. See? Joe has no pain right now.
Feels good, actually.
And I can hear it cutting all the hair.
It's working. It has a powerful 9,000 RPM motor
with a 360 rotary blade system to whack all the weeds everywhere.
It uses an intelligently contour design, which is about a 23-degree angle.
Which matches the natural ergonomics of your nose. See how it curves like this? Or even if you put it in your ear and it curves like this.
It is a fact when they polled 79% of partners that long nose hairs is a turnoff. That's a lot of people that says, ooh, baby, I don't like that.
So it's time to upgrade your Manscaped routine with the new Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer.
If you use our code JKNews, you could get a 20% discount and clear your nose.
That's a good deal, man.
Hair.
And we'll have the link in the description, so go down there and click it and clean your nose hairs.
Code JKNews, 20% off, baby!
Thank you to Manscaped for keeping our nose trimmed and our pubes free of weeds.
I could breathe better.
Have you guys heard about John Krasinski's show?
Oh no!
Yes, I love
Yes.
Good News. I love him.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard.
He's gonna report the good news.
He did a prom.
But people are mad at him.
Uh-oh.
Yes, good, finally. It was bound to happen.
Just wait till she reads this shit.
How can you get mad at
Just wait till she reads this shit.
Just wait. Just wait. Just hold on. Just wait.
Because he punched a puppy.
Because. Okay, so some good news. He started this during the whole quarantine stuff, right?
Yeah, he was Bart.
Everyone was at home and everyone's like, oh my god, like, you know, this world, like, we don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh
Everyone's
my god.
Like, only, yeah,
Oh my god.
only bad news is happening in the media. Like, people are dying left and right. This is crazy. So John Krasinski decided to create this YouTube series out of his office in his home called Some Good News. So he was just like, you know what? We need some good news in this world.
That's
so
dope.
He did an 8-part series, and to the point where it was like filled with celebrities. He even like got people married over Zoom and all
I
that.
saw that one though.
Yeah, and then they did the whole like The Office
Song, I love that.
Yeah, the
It'll
song.
be funny if they're getting mad at him because he's not reporting actual like bad news, because they're like, you have a platform, you should be spreading real news.
That's what happens to everybody.
Right?
It's not even that deep.
No, exactly.
Okay.
So
All right.
the whole the whole premise of it is like, I'm starting this because we need to spread some good, and it's so genuine and like authentic, right? I feel like a lot of people are like, this is tight. John Krasinski, I like you. But then it gets reported that he sold this
The show?
to Viacom.
Yes. Oh, horrible news.
And actually in a massive bidding war among other networks and stuff, to the point where they sold it, They didn't specify how much, but it's like rich. Like they're saying, they're using the word rich.
Big bag.
So they're saying he's sold out.
Yes.
To Viacom, bro.
Yeah.
That's the worst one.
Really?
Well, but I love them actually. I think they're great.
I want to work with anybody.
I would love to work with Viacom.
Icom, MTV. Thank you, Nick Cannon. I love you.
Why? What did they want? TLC?
They own everything.
No, they're mad that he fucking even sold it.
Exactly. So everyone's calling him a sellout. They're like, "What the fuck, dude? Like, you made this shit out of like it seemed like the kindness of your heart. Why would you make money out of this?"
He's like, go fuck yourself. I fucking made this show.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is too is because like a lot of it was like I guess,
YouTube monetization is horrible.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
It's a fan submitted things, and like so he would have like these fans and these celebrities that would join him in this show. So a lot of people were like, "You just used us."
Yeah, do you think it was maybe because he started during the pandemic, so he kind of used when people were at their lowest, I'm assuming here, when people are at their lowest, now he comes in with this authentic, like, hey, I'm just here to spread good vibes, love, trying to connect people, and then later we find out that he kind of capitalized.
My kids drew the sign, and then his kid's like, yo, Dad, you give us fucking $175,000 or fuck you. We own the sign. And he's like, oh, shit, all right, hold on.
I mean, 100%. That's why people are mad.
Yeah,
Because
I see that.
They feel like he did it out of the goodness of his heart,
And
Which he did.
and which he did.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
But it's also his job.
Yeah, but now that like
Shows.
I know, but you can't see it like that because, like, you have a different perspective because you're in the industry, so you
Right.
understand how things
I love you, but let the product reflect that he sold out. We don't even know what the show is.
Absolutely.
That's the part where I'm like, it's like,
Yeah.
we don't even know, because I'm thinking if he's still running it, if it's still him, now with the budget, he could make it better.
Let me clear that up for you. He will not be hosting it anymore.
It's sold out.
It's gone. It's over.
But he will be an executive producer.
We're good. You're right.
So he has defended like selling it, right? So he said that he had always had in his mind that he was only going to be doing 8 parts of this
Oh, sick. He should have told us.
because he said that there's no way it's sustainable. Like he has other projects, other things that he like Jack Ryan's about to
And
come back
YouTube
on.
doesn't pay well.
Jack Ryden's fun to watch on Amazon.
Yeah, and like all these things that he has on his plate where he's like, this was not sustainable for me to continue it. So I'm just so happy that, you know, it can live on. It doesn't necessarily have to have my face on it, but I will be behind the scenes. He said, we have a lot of really fun stuff planned and I can't wait to dig in. I'm going to be a part of it whenever I can, and I'm going to host a couple episodes and bring on a different community of people. I've received the most amazingly kind notes about how much the show meant to everyone, but the truth is it meant no more to anyone than me. That's probably the most emotionally fulfilled I've ever felt in my entire life. And
That's why I sold it to Viacom.
I know, right?
It can't get worse than that.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's like, that's why I sold it to Comcast. I love that Comcast.
yeah, but he was insisting here. So this is
I am
quote-
so passionate. This is the most rewarding thing, but I gotta get it off my plate because I got these other projects I need to deal with.
So I sold it to Big Oil. There's good people at Big Oil, you know.
So how did this happen? Like, okay, so the show started, then it got sold, and then people found out, or did he like give a disclaimer like, hey guys, just want to fill you in, it's gonna be sold?
No,
It was the other
got
way.
sold, and then people found out.
Yeah, I think that's also
He
bad.
probably doesn't know how to YouTube.
Right.
You know, because we always keep people in the loop.
Yeah.
transparent. As long as you keep it transparent,
Yeah.
then people are like, okay, that's cool.
Like, guys,
They get it.
I'm already done in 8 episodes, but now all these studios, they want to buy the show. And it's like, I think I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah, like because I know how much this means to you, and I don't want to stop. This is obviously not sustainable to me because I have Jack Ryan, I have these projects, but
just-
I want to keep this going.
Yeah,
But
it just
not,
happened.
okay, not to get too too into inside baseball. But I do remember, if you remember,
I do.
when YouTube started to give grants to big people
I remember.
Oh, to build the verticals.
Right. So they were building out a bunch of verticals. They gave Sarah Silverman, a company called Jash.
Basically, like when they give you money to build out a whole little separate
Channel, like a brand.
separate thing where you can
Company
create more
called Jash
content.
Came out of that, right? I love those guys.
Shout out to Mickey.
Yep, Mickey Meyer, great guy. Sarah Silverman joined it. Michael Cera, a bunch of people joined that. But it wasn't fucking real money to them. It was real money to tubers. Like it was millions of dollars.
But most of it went to traditional media.
Correct.
Yeah.
And all of it went to traditional media. But then the problem with handing it to traditional media is that those cats are like, well, cool, I'll do 8 episodes and then like I'll take a break for fucking 12 months. And everyone's like, fuck you, that's not how YouTube works. And they didn't know that. And so
That's exactly what he's doing.
exactly, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking
I
pattern.
think the only vertical that was successful on that was Vice and Yum Yum F.
Actually, Phil did.
Did he get funding on that
Yeah,
too?
he did. He did SourceFed on that, and it worked out really well for him.
Yeah.
You know, the thing about it is like people are so entitled, right? Nowadays, the viewers, they expect all the content.
Gimme.
Right, and it's like,
I don't like it. Stop it. I don't like it. Do
and,
mine.
you know, and especially for a dude like Jim from The Office,
Yes.
who he comes from
Jim, who's like,
traditional media, and he's like, yeah, close up on that. That's what she said. Where it's like, he comes
Nice,
from
2 in 1.
traditional media, and he's like, I'm gonna try and do something for fun, and he even warned people, I'm only gonna do it for a little bit, and he's like, of course, as soon as you do something successful, the big company is gonna wanna hop on it.
They're
And,
sharks.
and what's silly from the people is that like, the big companies taking over doesn't mean that it's gonna change
Well,
the
the
quality
thing is,
of it.
a lot of people are thinking like, so they're like, this is one tweet, for example. Remember when he created this free feel-good YouTube show to make people feel good, and now he is selling for money?
Man, fuck
Really
y'all.
cool, 100% honorable. Yeah, for sure. But like, a lot of people are speculating like, wait, is it gonna go behind a paywall now? Like, this was supposed to be something that makes.
Oh, like
us
are they
all-
gonna have to pay for it?
Right. Yeah, like we don't know that for sure. And then another thing too is like, you know, we joined because we like you, John. You know?
I don't know. All I have to say to that is,
who the fuck is who's gonna host it?
Steve would be good.
Yeah, let me get one too.
we should have Steve on.
Yeah, they're saying that the host will
Steve Good News.
at a later date.
Steve Goodness. There you go.
Yeah, to me, I'm like, this is his show. He could do whatever the fuck he wants with it.
Yeah.
There's a paywall. Sometimes whatever business you start off's not sustainable, and now he figured out a way to make it sustainable.
Yeah.
If you gotta log into your Comcast account to access the show, even better.
They didn't even watch. What was his movie? Quiet.
Quiet Place?
Yeah, they probably didn't even
such a
watch
good
that shit.
It is really good.
I feel like
It's a huge
it's
hit.
the same kind of group that's like a part of like, you know, like super underground scene or whatever. Like when people have something that's special to them,
Yeah.
they feel like they actually own it, and then they don't want it to change. And characters and actors and things like that, like when fandom gets a hold of it, they take it personal.
Yeah.
And it becomes fucking weird, man. But I do get the whole like, I thought you were just doing this as a passion thing, and oh man, I kind of feel like you're just greedy.
But if you were really paying attention to this shit, which I was, he fucking had this shit promoted by Viacom before he sold it to Viacom. If you looked, CBS,
really?
NBC, ABC, every fucking buddy was promoting the show. Oh, isn't it cool John Krasinski's doing this show? And I'm not kidding, it was on every.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
Pre-sold, probably.
It basically was. And so then it's not a big fucking shock that all these cats jumped on board, because they only do that when something becomes mainstream.
I see.
Yep. It was a game, bro.
It's always a game, bro. It's always a game.
Exactly.
Right now is a game. That was a game.
If you know what the game was, though, then you know what the game is. But
Yeah,
if
but you don't know the game.
How much is Viacom paying us to talk about it?
nothing.
Nothing.
Hello? We're doing this in a
Put in their
storage.
office once, and that's it.
We're doing this in a storage container, bro.
True. That's true. We're just giving them free promotions.
Whenever kids comment on my shit and they're like, bro, you sold out, I'm like, I fucking wish I sold out, dog. I
They don't
don't
even
sell out.
know what selling out is.
Want to sell out, but they don't want to give us anything to sell out.
When they're like, bro, you sold out, I'm like, dog, if
Especially
I had
in
the
the beginning
opportunity
days
to
of the
sell
brand
out,
deals.
oh my God.
Dude,
Who wouldn't want to sell out a show?
they don't even know, because YouTube conversations are like, yo, man, where you getting your brand deals right now? Oh, that's so sick. I'll suck your fucking dick if you give me a contact. They have no idea. Yeah.
And it's so funny, like some people really believe that if you have a brand deal or sponsorship, you're all of a sudden now just sold out. And it's like, how the fuck do you think we survive?
Dude, I know.
I remember when I first started putting ads on my channel at all.
Just like ad rolls.
Regular ads, people were like, bro,
You're a
I
sellout.
can't believe you fucking sold out. So,
You have ads now.
yeah, wow, you put ads on your...
No, Tim, stay fucking poor. I want you to struggle, not even be able to pay your fucking bills.
Right?
Be me, Tim.
So I can watch your free entertainment.
Yeah, they get really offended and entitled to the fact that, like, wait, no, you can't shove anything in front of my face.
But you know what's cool though? Every time I do read in the comments, like more people are understanding of the business side of entertainment.
That's what I love
100%.
now.
I have to say shit. There's so many people.
Patreon, like before
Exactly,
Finally, though.
dude.
first came out. Oh my
It took
God.
years. Dude,
Yeah.
how many times did we all see that happen? And I used to criticize Patreon even sometimes, like, because it was kind of silly back in the day, because some of the pitches were nuts. But they all have fan bases, it's fine. But then I'm like, man, when you watch the Super Bowl and everyone's like, did you guys see the Super Bowl commercial? I love how the Super Bowl, I've watched for the commercials.
Yeah.
Then you realize how cynical our world really is.
I don't see anyone getting pissed with the $100 million Joe Rogan deal with Spotify.
No, everyone's happy.
That's big money right there.
Like because like we're OGs in this YouTube shit, right? But like over the years, people kind of understand how this shit works now. So like now, as opposed to back in the day where I would put ads on my vlogs or whatever, and people would be like, oh, bro, you fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Now when you get a YouTube, when you get a brand deal, Instagram brand deal, whatever, everyone's like,
Get
bro,
that
get that bag, get that money,
Yeah, I watched the whole ad.
just for you.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Thank you,
We'll
guys.
see like a comment like sell out, and then you see 10 other comments underneath like, are you fucking dumb? Are you a kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are
Do you
you
have
a cuck?
responsibilities?
You're a cuck.
You're a fucking cuck and a simp.
And I'm all like,
And-
our fans are the shit.
And then the cuckolds are like, oh, I want her. Oh, that's not what I like.
Like, I just want to watch my girl get fucked by somebody.
I have a ball gag in my mouth, but I'm not. That's not what I like.
Yeah, but that took like years to go.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm with you guys. Like, I'm so happy that by now everyone's like, cool, we're all on the same page. But it literally took like 5 years. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, good for John, but I guess he's getting a lot of backlash.
Oh, come on. They're just haters, bro. But I want to hate on him, too. I'll hate on him, too.
Dude, I could never hate on him because he's married to Emily Blunt. She's my favorite person ever.
I like John, though.
Fucking love Emily
I love
Blunt.
John. Well, you only love John because you love Jim.
No,
Do you
you
know-
need to watch Emily Blunt interviews. You will fucking fall in love with her. I
No.
love her so much.
I refuse.
She's funny as hell. Anyway.